In a lovely white farmhouse on the edge of town lived a farmer and his wife, Izzy and Lizzie Brown. Now the Browns were well known in town because they had their portrait painted by an artist of renown. If you don't know this painter, you certainly should. It was the famous artist Grant Wood. He titled this work something patriotic, calling it American Gothic. One evening, when the Browns had finished their chores, they checked all the windows and locked all the doors. Then they headed off to bed for a well-deserved rest. But shortly thereafter arrived three unwelcome guests. And here we have Larry, Curly, and Mo. Now, they all ran around until some food was found. They dined on cheese and homemade rye, and then dove in to a fresh-baked pie. And when they had finished that, oh dear, what they did was wash it all down with the farmer's best beer. Now, they lifted their noses and caught a familiar scent. It was this pungent scent of peppermint. New York peppermint patties were their favorite treat. They tore open the wrappers and began to eat. They ate and ate until they were sated. This was a night to be celebrated. Then they all ran around and they jumped up and down. They even began to run up the wall. And they even began to dance in the hall. Now these three tired mice each found a chair and curled up and fell asleep there. But as the sun rose, so did the wife. She entered the kitchen, some breakfast to make. The mice sat up and wondered what they might take. Well, the wife made an omelet laden with cheese. Of course, the smell of cheese did please. The mice jumped up and down and gave chase. Three blind mice, see how they run? They all ran after the farmer's wife. She picked up her knife, and as they ran by, she cut off their tails with that big carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as our three blind mice, Larry, Curly, and Mo? And let's hear it for the farmer's wife. Blind mice. The three blind mice. Now they can't run. Now they can't run. Or even chase after the farmer's wife, because she cut off their tails with a carving knife. So they're sightless and tailless the rest of their lives. Poor blind mice. An original play by Curly.
Curly.